What makes a Bond girl truly unforgettable? Is it her charm, intelligence, or the way she commands the screen alongside 007? Over the decades, Bond girls have ranged from iconic to forgettable, shaping the James Bond franchise in profound ways. In this video, we're ranking 25 Bond girls from worst to best, and you won't believe who takes the top spot. From seductive conquests to loyal sidekicks and femme fatales, these characters have defined cinematic history. Buckle up for a thrilling countdown that celebrates their legacy and reveals what truly makes a Bond girl iconic. Plenty O'Toole embodies two typical Bond girl archetypes, the conquest and the tragic figure. But her arc is abruptly cut short before she can have a meaningful connection with Bond. Despite a memorable but underwhelming performance by Lana Wood, Plenty becomes more irritating than captivating, with Bond showing little interest in her beyond taking her to his room. Her off-screen murder by henchmen Wint and Kidd, mistaken for Tiffany Case, highlights her minimal role in the plot. Ironically, the drama surrounding Wood and her co-star, Jill Saint. John, both rumored to have romantic ties to Sean Connery, proves far more intriguing than Plenty's character. Number 24. Cara Melove. Cara Melove from The Living Daylights is often seen as one of the franchise's dullest Bond girls. Lacking charisma or depth, Cara is more of a plot device than a fully realized character. Mariam Diabo's performance, highlighted by awkward moments like the pillow scene, further weakens her role. While she serves as the mistress of the antagonist and helps Bond, her lack of development makes her forgettable. Number 23. Rosie Carver. Rosie Carver, the franchise's first black Bond girl, is overshadowed by her portrayal as a bumbling CIA agent working for the villain Kananga. Reduced to comic relief, her incompetence and humiliating moments detract from her significance. Her death, intended to be shocking, feels unintentionally amusing, and the overt sexism of early Bond films makes her portrayal even more problematic. Number 22. Dr. Christmas Jones, Drive. Christmas Jones is often remembered for all the wrong reasons. Her role as a nuclear physicist in The World Is Not Enough is unconvincing, cementing her as one of the weakest Bond girls. While her character may seem serviceable on paper, Denise Richards' wooden acting drags the role down. Her monotone delivery and single expression throughout the film make it hard to take her seriously, especially in scenes requiring scientific expertise. Number 21. Mary Goodnight. Mary Goodnight is often remembered for her clumsy humor, which detracts from her character. Goodnight frequently finds herself in embarrassing situations, such as accidentally triggering a laser with her rear end pressing against a control panel. While Britt Ekland's charm adds some likability to the character, the material she's given undermines her. Her mishaps and lack of agency reduce her to a source of exasperating slapstick, making her one of the franchise's more frustrating additions. Number 20. Fiona Volpe. Fiona Volpe, portrayed by Luciana Paluzzi in Thunderball, stands out as a captivating femme fatale. As a Spectre agent, she is intelligent, seductive, and ruthless, embodying the danger and allure of a classic Bond antagonist. Volpe's cunning is evident in her seduction of a NATO pilot to steal his aircraft, which carries 2 nuclear bombs. When she crosses paths with Bond, she uses her charm to ensnare him, though he is fully aware of her true allegiance. Unfortunately, her arc ends abruptly when Bond uses her as a human shield during a nightclub shootout. Number 19. Pam Bouvier. Pam Bouvier, played by Carrie Lowell in License to Kill, is a strong and resourceful ally to Bond. As a former fighter pilot and CIA operative, Pam adds realism and grit to the film. Her partnership with Bond is integral to the plot, as they work together to avenge Felix Leiter's brutal attack. Far from a damsel in distress, Pam often rescues Bond and holds her own in dangerous situations, making her one of the franchise's more well-rounded female characters. Number 18. Sylvia Trench. Sylvia Trench holds a unique place in Bond history as the first woman to romantically engage with 007. She appears in Dr. No and From Russia with Love, making her one of the few recurring Bond women. In her debut, Sylvia shares a flirtatious exchange with Bond during a card game, inspiring his iconic introduction, Bond, James Bond. Her playful and confident personality shines when she surprises Bond by sneaking into his apartment. Though her recurring role ended after the second film, Sylvia remains a memorable figure for her contribution to Bond's suave image. Number 17. Tatiana Romanova. Tatiana Romanova, portrayed by Daniela Bianchi in From Russia with Love, plays a pivotal role in the film's intricate plot. As a Soviet corporal manipulated by Spectre, she becomes the unwitting bait in a plan to eliminate Bond. Tatiana's beauty and grace align with the traditional Bond girl archetype, but her decision to turn on her superior, Rosa Klebb, in the film's climax showcases her courage and individuality. Number 16. Mayday. Mayday, played by Grace Jones in A View to a Kill, is one of the franchise's most distinctive characters. Initially Zorin's loyal bodyguard, she evolves into a powerful figure, marked by her physical strength and commanding presence. Her heroic betrayal of Zorin, sacrificing her life to stop his plans, adds depth to her character. Despite the film's weaker plot, Mayday remains a standout and memorable Bond character. Number 15. Madeleine Swann. Portrayed by Léa Seydoux, Madeleine Swann, introduced in Spectre, is the skilled psychologist and daughter of Mr. White. Initially, her role is understated, but in No Time to Die, her emotional connection with Bond becomes central. After a mistaken betrayal and a 5-year separation, she reconnects with Bond, revealing a possible daughter of his. Swann redefines the role of Bond women, emphasizing emotional depth and vulnerability. Number 14. Natalia Simonova. Isabella Scorupco brought Natalia Simonova to life in GoldenEye, a film featuring 2 remarkable women characters. Natalia, a computer programmer and one of the few survivors of an orbital EMP attack on her satellite control center, becomes pivotal to the story. Teaming up with Bond, Natalia uses her technical expertise to challenge Alec Trevelyan, the villain. Her role is critical to the mission's success, especially during the film's climax, where her contributions arguably outweigh Bond's. She also openly criticizes Bond's detached nature, adding a refreshing layer of authenticity to their partnership. Natalia remains one of the most underappreciated but essential figures in Bond's cinematic history. Number 13. Jinx Johnson. Halle Berry's portrayal of Giacinta Jinx Johnson in Die Another Day brought much-needed spark to an otherwise uneven film. As an NSA operative tasked with taking down a rogue North Korean agent, Jinx's no-nonsense approach and formidable skills make her a standout. She complements Bond's penchant for high-stakes action, holding her own as an equal. Jinx's iconic entrance, wearing an orange bikini reminiscent of Ursula Andress's famous scene, pays homage to the franchise's legacy, while establishing her as a unique presence. Despite the film's shortcomings, Jinx remains a memorable and empowering figure, proving a Bond girl can be both glamorous and capable. Number 12. Nomi. No Time to Die introduced Lashana Lynch's Nomi, a bold and confident addition to the franchise. As Bond's replacement in the 00 program, Nomi embodies the audacious attitude that defined Bond in earlier years. Initially rivals, her skills and professionalism ultimately prove her worth. Nomi shines in her collaboration with Bond during a mission to infiltrate Safin's secret base. In a moment of humility, she requests Bond be reinstated as 007, showcasing her maturity and dedication to the mission. Number 11. Paloma. Ana de Armas delivered an unforgettable performance as Paloma in No Time to Die. Despite limited screen time, Paloma's role as a Cuban intelligence officer leaves a lasting impression. Initially appearing cheerful and inexperienced, she quickly reveals remarkable combat prowess. Paloma assists Bond in infiltrating a Spectre party, all while maintaining a bubbly demeanor. Her surprise ability to take down multiple adversaries with ease astonishes even Bond, who questions her claim of having only 3 weeks of training. Paloma's brief yet impactful presence injects humor and energy into the film, cementing her status as one of the franchise's most beloved and unexpected highlights. Number 10. Electra King, played by Sophie Marceau in The World Is Not Enough, is one of the most complex Bond women. Initially appearing as the vulnerable daughter of an oil tycoon, she is later revealed to be working with the terrorist responsible for her father's death. Electra's manipulative and sadistic nature makes her one of the most dangerous characters in the franchise, proving that a woman can be as formidable as any male villain Bond faces. Number 9. Melina Havelock. In For Your Eyes Only, Carol Bouquet portrays Melina Havelock, a Bond girl driven by vengeance after her parents' murder. Intelligent, resourceful, and lethal with a crossbow, Melina is a strong ally to Bond. Her quiet determination and emotional depth make her a standout, although her personal journey for revenge could have been given more focus. Number 8. Xenia Onatopp. Few characters in the Bond franchise are as unforgettable as Xenia Onatopp, played by Famke Janssen in GoldenEye. A former Soviet fighter pilot turned assassin, Xenia is one of the most dangerous women to cross Bond's path. She works alongside Alec Trevelyan, the film's main antagonist, and her methods are as unique as they are deadly. Xenia takes pleasure in causing harm, using her physical strength and martial arts skills to overpower victims, often crushing them to death with her thighs. Her sadistic enjoyment of violence makes her a chilling yet charismatic villain. Number 7. Solitaire. Jane Seymour's portrayal of Solitaire in Live and Let Die adds an intriguing element of mysticism to the Bond series. A psychic working for Dr. Kananga, Solitaire's ability to foresee events gives her a unique role in the plot. Initially controlled by Kananga, she transitions into an ally of Bond, showcasing her inner resilience. Despite controversial moments in her storyline, particularly in her interactions with Bond, Solitaire remains a distinctive and compelling character. Number 6. Anya Amasova. Barbara Bach's portrayal of Anya Amasova in The Spy Who Loved Me is a standout moment for the Bond franchise. As a skilled KGB agent, Anya is Bond's equal in every way, and their rivalry to solve the mystery of missing submarines from both Russia and Britain adds complexity to their relationship. Her personal vendetta against Bond, following the death of her lover, adds emotional depth. Anya's transformation from rival to ally makes her one of the most well-rounded and memorable Bond girls. Number 5. Vesper Lynd. Eva Green's portrayal of Vesper Lynd in Casino Royale brought a new level of depth to the Bond women. Initially confident and sharp-witted, Vesper's chemistry with Daniel Craig's Bond is undeniable. What sets her apart is her complexity. She is more than just a romantic interest, with her own motives and vulnerabilities. Her reveal as a compromised double agent and her ultimate sacrifice leave a lasting impact on Bond, shaping his character throughout Craig's era. Number 4. Wai Lin. One of the most remarkable Bond women, Wai Lin, played by Michelle Yeoh, stands out for her independence and skill. In Tomorrow Never Dies, she works with Bond to foil a media mogul's plot to incite a war between China and the United Kingdom. Unlike many earlier Bond girls, Wai Lin is far from just a supporting character. She plays a crucial role in bringing down the villain. As a Chinese intelligence agent, she matches Bond in combat, intellect, and resourcefulness. And her martial arts prowess and determination make her a formidable ally. Number 3. Honey Rider. Ursula Andress's portrayal of Honey Rider in Dr. No set the template for Bond girls when the franchise began in 1962. Her iconic entrance from the sea in a beige bikini remains one of the most famous moments in film history. However, Honey Rider is much more than just a visual symbol. As a shell diver, her resourcefulness and survival instincts are crucial in Bond's mission. While she doesn't dominate the screen time, her courage and cleverness make her a memorable and essential ally to Bond. Number 2. Pussy Galore. Honor Blackman's Pussy Galore from Goldfinger is one of the most iconic Bond women, bringing strength and intelligence to the role. As the leader of an all-female aviator crew, Pussy's involvement with villain Auric Goldfinger is key to the plot. Her ability to challenge Bond and her eventual betrayal of Goldfinger show her as more than just a henchwoman. Despite Bond's charm, Pussy's decisive actions, along with Blackman's commanding performance, cement her as a beloved and influential figure in Bond history. Number 1. Teresa Di Vincenzo. Diana Rigg's portrayal of Teresa Di Vincenzo, later Tracy Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, is widely regarded as the gold standard for Bond women. As the only woman to marry James Bond, Tracy's character adds emotional depth and authenticity to the series. Her backstory, filled with personal struggles, creates a deep bond with Bond, making their relationship unique. Tracy's tragic death remains one of the most emotional moments in the franchise, and Rigg's poignant performance ensures her lasting impact.